So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So today let's continue our detailed journey and discussion of the money and wealth series through all the 12 ascendants. And I've already made one video over the money and wealth part series for Aries ascendant. So today in this video, we will try to understand the money and wealth analysis with regards to the Taurus Ascendant. Now, if you are Taurus Ascendant in Vedic Astrology, it means the number 2 is written up there. This is the Ascendant or first house, okay? So, this 2 number is actually Taurus, okay? These are the zodiac signs which you can see up there. So, we are going to today understand the money and wealth analysis for all the Taurus Ascendant people. And this video is just for the learning purpose, and this video is a part of the money and wealth series. Now, if you are new to my YouTube channel, you can simply go to the playlist section where you will find the money and wealth playlist. In that part, you will be able to understand the money and wealth roadmap of your complete life. Okay. So today in this video, the topics, first of all, we are going to discuss with regards to the importance of the money houses. Okay. Second house, 11th house and 12th house in the money and wealth part. So we need to analyze first of all these houses. Next we will go through 5th, 7th and 9th house. These are the supporting structures. Next we are also going to discuss with regards to the Rahu and Ketu axis and the impact of Rahu and Ketu for Taurus Ascendant in their money and wealth perspective. Next, I'm going to discuss with regards to the Gati of planets. Now, if you don't know what is Gati, Gati simply means the speed of Graha. So, few people are earning money very fast, whereas few people are spending money very fast. Few people are saving money very fast. So, the speed of Graha. Now, this is also a very new concept, I believe. You are not aware of the Gati. I've actually made one video. You can go to the live session, okay? You can find the Gati of the planets. What are the Mandagati Graha, Shigra Gati Graha, slow moving, fast moving planet, and how they are going to create impact into the money and wealth part. Also, we are going to discuss with regards to retrograde energies. What if the planets are in retrograde motion? So how that is going to impact the money and wealth picture. We will also discuss the combust planets and then the timings of obtaining wealth into your life, okay? So these are the topics which I'm going to discuss with you. I request all of you to please watch this video till end, because if you miss any of these points, then you will not be able to grasp the full understanding of the money and wealth picture. Okay. First of all, let's start with the 2nd, 11th and 12th house. Okay. So you can first of all see in this chart, it's Taurus Ascendant and this is the first house. It's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Okay, houses are fixed. So I'm going to now discuss with regards to this 11th house, 12th house and the 2nd house. 11th, 12th and 2nd house. Now first of all, you need to have basic understanding with regards to these 3 houses. Okay, this house, 11th house. 11th house in Vedic astrology represents your incoming gain. So the amount of money that you are going to receive on monthly or daily basis is seen through 11th house. It may be you are working in a job, you are doing a business. So whatever the transactions that are coming in your bank account, it's 11th house. 11th house also represents your earning potential. So if you want to see whether you have the capacity to earn 100,000, 100,000, a million, a 10 million or a $15 million. So what is your earning potential? That is also seen through 11th house. In Indian currency, it's actually 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 50 crore, 100 crore. So what is your actual potential? Okay. That is seen through 11th house. This is also the house which actually shows the income sources. Like if you want to see whether you have capacity to have more than one income stream in your life or not, that is also seen through 11th house. So this is one of the most important houses in Vedic astrology. In Taurus Ascendant, it's ruled by Jupiter with the sign of Pisces. So Jupiter is becoming a key planet. Next is the 12th house, which is ruled by the sign of Aries, 1 number, and I've written MA. Mars is the planet, okay? 12th house is the house of your expenditure. So whatever your monthly or your daily expenses are going to be, they are seen through 12th house. And 12th house is also the house of investments actually. Like if you want to understand what kind of investments are good for me, whether investment in real estate, government bonds, gold, share market, crypto, what kind of actual investments are very good as per my chart. So 12th house is going to give the answer. And last one is your second house. This is ruled by Gemini, okay? And planet Mercury is the controller up there. Second house is your savings account simply. Savings simply mean the amount of money that you are going to save in the bank account. Second house also represents your accumulated wealth actually. So it's not money. Accumulated wealth mean the family wealth also. Suppose there is some family business. It may be real estate business, food business, construction business of your family. So what is the combination or the combined assets that is seen through second house? Okay. Now you understand these three houses, 11th house, 12th house and second house. Now first of all, if RajYoga is created between 11th house lord and the second house lord, it means if Jupiter and Mercury, if they are conjunct in the horoscope anywhere in the chart, this is considered as a very auspicious and very big Laxmi yoga in your chart. I once again repeat, the Jupiter incoming gains lord if it is in conjunction with Mercury. For example, suppose Jupiter and Mercury are conjunct up there. This is again a RajYoga. Jupiter Mercury up here, again RajYoga. Now there are certain variety to these Laxmi yogas also. Some yoga have the capacity to give that much money or this much or that much money. Now if the RajYoga created by money and wealth houses in itself in money and wealth houses, it's a very strong combination. Whereas if the conjunction is forming or any yoga is forming between the quadrant houses, these 1st, 4th, 7th and 10th, and the trine houses 5th and 9th, so its impact is getting slightly reduced. And also if this yoga is created between the any other Upachya houses, it may be 3, maybe 6 or maybe 12 houses, those sthanas, so its impact is very slight actually. So it's better if Jupiter and Mercury, they both are first of all conjunct in the upper portion and in money and wealth houses, okay. Secondly, you need to look into Mars also, this planet. Now Mars is your expenditure lord. If your expense lord Mars is here, suppose it's in conjunction with Mercury, or Mercury is your savings lord. Now understand one thing, when your savings is combined with expense, what is happening? Savings and expense coming together. It means this combination is not helping you to save huge amount of money. So this Mercury and Mars conjunction is more of an investment yoga, because 12th house is the house of investments also. So if the investment lord going in the savings house or the savings lord Mercury suppose going up there, so this combination is not actually helping you to save huge amount of money. On the other hand, this yoga will eventually help you to invest money and grow the investments actually. Apart from this thing, if all these three houses lords, suppose Mercury, Mars and Jupiter, if these three planets are even conjunct anywhere, all the money houses maybe in this is again going to be considered as a very auspicious RajYoga, specifically from the money and wealth standpoint of view. Yoga must need to be formed between the money houses. Only this have the capacity to give you strong wealth foundation into your life. Next, let me come to the 5th, 7th and 9th house. Now this is the 5th house, this is 7th house and this is the 9th house. Now first of all, these two houses are trine houses, okay, and this is quadrant. 5th, 7th and 9th house are acting as a supporting structure to the upper houses. It's just like a foundation, you can see. Any sort of a yoga or connection created by these houses lords with these houses is also going to fall under the category of the RajYoga and even wealth yoga. Now in Taurus Ascendant, the 6th number is Virgo. Now it's actually again ruled by Mercury. So Mercury I have written up there. 7th house, marriage. It's the house of business, partnerships also. So you see sometime husband and wife, as soon as the person is getting married, eventually wealth start flowing. Why? Because their 7th house lord Mars is in a very strong dignity in the chart. Or this Mars is creating some yoga. Suppose this is ruled by Mars actually. And suppose this 9th house lord, it's 10th, it's ruled by Saturn, it's coming up there. If this Mars and Saturn, if these two houses are conjunct, lords are conjunct even in the 7th house, it means the event of marriage will eventually help you to gain that access to money. This is activation of RajYoga. This is ruled by Saturn actually. Suppose Jupiter is posited with Saturn, these two houses. Now this Jupiter and Saturn also comes under a very strong RajYoga, specifically in the Capricorn. Now although in Capricorn this Jupiter is debilitated, but it's forming a Neech Bhang RajYoga. This is also one of the most powerful yogas in your chart. Even for example, this Mars and Jupiter, these two planets may be conjunct anywhere in the chart. Suppose Mangal is posited up there, Mars and Jupiter, these two houses. Suppose they are conjunct in the 5th house. This also comes under the categorization of the RajYoga. Any reshuffling of the planets happening between these 3 houses and these 3 houses have the capacity to give wealth yoga. But it's very, very important for you to understand the power of that yoga in your chart. Now the power is determined using whether this yoga is formed in the upper direction, in this house, in this house, in this house, in this house, which houses the yoga is forming. Okay. These are the supporting structure. 9th house yogas are actually activated if you are traveling. Any sort of relocation, movement to foreign land, foreign country have the capacity to trigger this yoga. This is ruled by Mercury. 5th house is the house of children. 5th house also represents the speculation and speculative gains. It's ruled by Mercury actually. Now even for example, in your case, suppose Mercury is in conjunction with this house lord, these two houses, Saturn. Mercury and Saturn conjunct in the sign of Virgo or maybe anywhere in the chart. It doesn't matter whether they are actually conjunct in inimical or debilitated. You see here, Saturn is in the enemy house, but still it's considered as a money yoga in your chart. Money yoga doesn't matter whether it's created by the between enemy and the worst planets. Okay, it doesn't matter. Specifically for you Taurus Ascendant, this planet is very important, Shani. This is the number 1 planet, I will tell you, Saturn, which you can see in your chart that have the capacity to actually show the big money yogas that are actually present in the chart. Next, let me come to the Rahu and Ketu axis. Now what Rahu and Ketu are going to do, they are simply acting as a catalyst inside this yoga. Catalyst mean Rahu is a planet of sudden expansion and growth actually. So if right now you are earning this much, if Rahu energy add up in the yoga, you can earn that much. Rahu is simply exaggerating the yoga. It may be Rahu in conjunction with these houses, lords, anywhere in the chart. Specifically, let's study here. Suppose this is Mars, Saturn and Rahu come up there. Now this is a very great RajYoga. Mars, that is your investment lord, marriage lord, Saturn, that is this lord, and Rahu. This is again going to contribute big in the yoga. Here the potential of yoga is becoming way much higher. It's expanded yoga now. It's not a small thing. Okay. Similarly, if for example Rahu is up there, it's still considered as a yoga. Even if Rahu may be posited in the 1st house in the sign of Taurus, and these houses, any lord, suppose now Saturn is up there, Rahu and Saturn, again a Laxmi yoga. So there are different methods in which Laxmi yoga can form in the chart. The reason why I'm more stressing upon these houses actually I will going to mark with some different color pen. You can understand. This house is very important. First of all, it's 11th. This house is also very important. 12th house. This is very important. This house, and that house. These are very important houses. Okay. These houses, lords are also very important. Now, anywhere these lords go and they combine with the Ketu, even for example, it's not Saturn and Rahu. Suppose it's Saturn and Ketu. This is again a wealth giving yoga. Even for example, it's Mars, Jupiter and Ketu. This is still considered as a Laxmi yoga. Rahu and Ketu simply acting as the catalyst inside the yogas created by above houses. Okay. Next is the Gati of planets. Now Gati means speed of Graha. So it represents first of all speed of earning money, speed of expense, speed of investments and the speed of your savings actually. Now for ascendant to ascendant it differ. There are different ascendants wise I will tell you. For Taurus ascendant you just need to simply look here. I told you these three houses are money houses, 2nd, 11th and 12th. Okay. And I have also mentioned their lord actually, Jupiter, Mars and Mercury. Now first of all understand one very important thing. Jupiter, which is your incoming gains lord, is a slow moving planet. There are Saturn, Jupiter and Rahu and Ketu axis. Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu and Ketu axis. These are slow moving. Saturn takes nearly 2.5 to 3 years in one zodiac sign. Jupiter also take 1 year and Rahu and Ketu axis take 1.5 years in one zodiac sign. Now, if you want to understand the speed of your earning, study first of all the incoming gains lord, that is Jupiter. If this Jupiter, now Jupiter is actually first of all comes under slow moving planet. It means the flow of money towards you is going to be naturally slow because Jupiter is a big planet. It represents the slow movement. But if Jupiter is in conjunction with Mars in this horoscope, like you can see here, Jupiter and Mars have written up there. Mars is a very fast moving planet. Mars take around 2 months to 3 months, sometime based over retrogradation as well, 1 to 3 months in one zodiac sign. Now here the fast moving planet is in conjunction with the slow moving planet. It means the earning potential is getting more rapid in your chart. This is also a combination of having easy access to money. Similarly, you can look here, Saturn and Rahu. Saturn and Rahu, even Jupiter, these are very slow moving grahas, very slow moving. If the one person with Taurus ascendant having Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter, and the other person is having Mars and Jupiter, they both are RajYogas. They both are Laxmi giving yoga. But depending over the speed of graha, it might going to increase the tenure for you to attain money or might going to decrease the tenure for you to earn money. You see few people, they initially worked hard in their life towards achieving some financial stability and success. And then after a lot of hard work, they tend to gain results after 5 years or 10 years. Whereas few people with just working 1 year in their life, they have the capacity to attain the same amount of wealth which some other person might have attained in the 5 or 10 years. Why this is happening? Because of Gati. Gati is one of the most important concepts in Vedic astrology. You can apply this concept to all the other areas as well. There is no, I believe this is the first video which I'm going to available over the YouTube platform where Gati is discussed with the speed of the planets are discussed with the money and wealth part. So in this way you can actually understand. Similarly with your expense also. Your expense lord is Mars. It's a very fast moving graha. Now if this Mars in conjunction with Saturn, it means the expenses are a little bit slow. If on the other hand, if Mars is with maybe any other fast moving planet, suppose Mars and Mercury are up there. It's Mars and then I put Mercury. Now Mars and Mercury both are very fast moving graha. It means very difficult for you to save money. This is actually going to create way much expenses in the life. And it's not necessary these combinations are only forming in these houses which I'm discussing. It may be formed anywhere in the chart. Gati or the speed of planet is applicable to irrespective of the house placement and irrespective of the zodiac sign placement. You can simply use Gati concept into the blank chart predictions also. You can simply erase everything. Just you need to keep that thing in your mind. I am Taurus Ascendant, that's it. And simply you can study the chart by just looking into the planets, their expense behavior, their saving behavior, the kind of investments which these people do is totally dependent over this Gati. Now you understand this part is very important. Next, let me come to the retrogradation. Retrograde planets. Now what is retrograde planet? Vakri motion, back and forth motion. Retrograde, I have made also the videos. In a very simplest definition of retrograde is, suppose you are committing same kind of mistakes again and again into your life. Again and again you are committing same mistakes. You commit one financial mistake right now, and after 6 months you are again committing the same mistake. So commitment of similar kind of mistakes again and again is seen through retrogradation. Now if these money houses, these lords are actually getting retrograde in the chart, these. Rahu and Ketu are already retrograde, but if suppose these houses, lords, Jupiter is retrograde. Suppose this Jupiter is a retrograde in the chart. The star which I am marking will help us to understand this is retrograde. And this retrograde energy is sitting with Saturn. Now what retrograde planet is going to do, this is even going to do the back and forth motion in the Saturn part. Like you are gaining money, losing money, gaining money, losing money, or committing same kind of mistakes. If you are in business, you commit one mistake, same mistake you are going to commit once again. So retrograde planets have the capacity to actually slow down the reaction. Whereas on the other hand, if both planets are retrograde, suppose Saturn is up there, retrograde, Rahu is up there, retrograde. Rahu, Saturn, both are retrograde. Now retrograde, if retrograde combined together, this is going to speed up the reaction. So this is again getting a very strong combination. It means the opportunities which are flowing towards you because of the both retrogradation energy is going to be beyond your limits actually. You see, few people are having many advantages because there are certain advantages that are also very important for the attainment of wealth. The biggest advantage is the family, first of all. Whether you have a strong foundation of the second house or not, this is your family actually, okay? It's ruled by Mercury now. Now, if family support is very strong in your chart, Mercury is very powerful in the chart. It means the foundation is very strong. Now, if the Mercury is becoming very, very strong in this horoscope, it means there is going to be some support from the family is going to be there. So it's actually one advantage. Whereas on the other hand, the Taurus people with suppose Mercury is not that much strong in the chart and there is no any support system from the family, it means that person solely relying over his own money. The money which you are going to attain with your own efforts. So the combined wealth perspective is seen through the second house also, and that is where the drid karma or the fixed karmas are very important. I don't know whether you will be able to grasp the concept of the fixed karma or not, or what is karam. Many people comment why I use the word karma or karam. It's the same thing actually. Now on the other hand, suppose you don't have the capacity to change some fixed things in your life, like you have no capacity to change your family first of all. It's not in your hand to gain control over in which family I'm going to take birth. Whether I'm going to take birth inside this family or that family, it's not decided. It's not in your hand. So this is drid karma, fixed. Now you understand the second, that is the wealth perspective, is also actually fixed. It means attainment of money is not solely over the hard work. That is where I involved the 5th house as well, which is the house of your Purv Sanchit Karma, past life deeds. So whatever the deeds that is ruled by Mercury, which you have formed in the previous lives, and whatever the kind of roadmap, money roadmap, wealth roadmap that you bring in this life is seen through your past life karmas. It means not everything is in your hand also. Few things are predestined and few things are in your hand to gain control over. And that is where these houses are actually catalyst houses. They tend to give support into your life. In order to reduce the intensity of these retrograde energies, you need to gain knowledge. I've written up there already. Gaining knowledge will help you to remove the negativity which is created by the retrograde, or reflecting back onto your own mistakes is the perfect remedy. Next is the combust planet. Now you might be thinking what I made up there, the arrows pointing here and there. If the planet is combust, first of all, they are not going to lose its core significance. If, for example, in this case, this Jupiter is not retrograde, it's combust. I'm using this word to donate the combust planet, okay? Now, for example, Jupiter is combust in your chart. Now, many might be thinking my most important 11th house lord is combust, it means my money potential is destroyed. No, it's not working that way. If the planet is getting combust, its core characteristics or the mool swabhav is not actually getting destroyed. If one planet is a benefic planet, that will remain benefic no matter where it goes. Similarly, the combustion is not going to impact big planets, specifically like Jupiter. Whereas the combustion have the capacity to actually create slight impact over the fast moving grahas like Mercury and Mars actually. If these planets are actually getting combust in the horoscope, what is going to happen? You will feel your life into some sort of a loop actually. Loop in the similar manner, you are gaining money, at the same time you are losing money, but it's not helping you in the saving part actually. Combust planets are also very good planets if you want to look more from the investment angle. Because here the core significance is not destroyed. Keep that point in your mind. Combustion of the planets have nothing to do with the earning or the saving potential. Keep that point in your mind. Okay. Last one is the timings actually. See, the timings are simply determined using Dasha. Vimshotri Mahadasha. I will give you one important thumb rule in this video which you can apply to your chart in order for you to study the timings of attainment of wealth. I made one video over the activation of RajYogas. Okay, in that part I have discussed 3-4 methods. First one is the house activation itself. 5th house is the house of children. You are getting married, having child, this yoga is activated. 7th house is marriage. You are getting married, yoga is activated. 9th house is long distance travel and journey. You are traveling, yoga is becoming activated. Second activation is dependent over the gochar of graha. Gochar mean transit of the planets. Now the very best way to study transit is first of all look into the planets in your chart. I'm going to now remove few planets from there so that you can understand that concept also. For example, suppose your Jupiter is posited in the sign of Aries up there. Okay. Now suppose Gochar is happening, transit of Jupiter is happening. As soon as Jupiter enter into the sign of Aries from the Gochar perspective, okay, from the transit standpoint of view, this is the first indication of the timings part. It's applicable to all other planets. If suppose Mercury is up there in the sign of Gemini. Now in the Gochar or even in the transit, if suppose Mercury coming in the Gochar for the sign of Gemini, this is the first thing which you can see. Gochar or transit of the planets over the natal planets, these houses planets, wherever they are posited in the chart. Second, you need to blend Dasha. Vimshotri Mahadasha into it. Specifically Antardasha. If, for example, your Mercury is coming in the sign of Gemini and your Antardasha is also of Mercury, suppose. Whenever from the Gochar Mercury coming over natal Mercury and your Mercury is coming in the Antardasha, this is the triggering point of that RajYoga. Many might going to be ask me like why you are using the concept of Vimshotri Dasha here, or which set of Dasha which we can use actually. I will tell you 95% of the charts, if you want to see Dasha, look it from the Vimshotri Mahadasha angle. Vimshotri Mahadasha is applicable to approximately 90 to 95% of the charts. Only very few charts, 5% of the charts which are having other dashas applicable, sometime Udu Dasha, maybe Dvisaptiti Samdasha or some other forms of Dasha that are applicable to these grahas in very extreme cases. But in most of the charts, Vimshotri Mahadasha is going to give you very important result. Even I'm going to make separate videos over the Dasha part actually, how to study Dasha. How to study Mahadasha and the Antardasha Lord actually. I will not make that video up here, otherwise this video is going to become much longer. My main purpose with the help of this video is actually for you to help to understand the roadmap of money and wealth. What are the RajYogas created in our ascendant? What are the key planets that we need to check? But with the key planets, what other key planets which we need to check? How to study the conjunction with the Rahu and Ketu? What is the impact of Gati, speed of the planets, whether it's a fast moving planet, slow moving planet conjunct together. So how to study how that is going to impact retrogression, combustion and timings part. Now these itself are very detailed concepts actually. These houses, Rahu, Ketu, timings, they are very detailed. I'm going to separately make video over the timings part actually, because this is the videos of predictive astrology. Many actually nowadays using Vedic astrology from predictive standpoint of view. Many are more focused over the predictions point of view. Like I need to just know the exact timings when I'm going to gain money. Exact timings I'm going to start business. Exact timing I'm going to lose money or maybe gain money. So timings are dependent over the Dasha actually. It's a long subject. It's not a small thing actually. Because in order for you to understand Dasha, or you need to first of all understand the planets, houses, then we will take you into the timings and Dasha. I will definitely, I promise you in this platform up there, I'm going to definitely make videos, promise, it's my 100% promise. I will teach you Dasha. Like that no other way is going to teach you. I will help you to simplify it in the most minor level. So you can actually use this tool from the predictive standpoint of view. Okay. So this is the analysis from Taurus Ascendant. If you have gained some insights in this video with me, you can support my work by sending me super thanks to this video as well. Any small contribution from your side will eventually help me to become more motivated and make more such useful content over the astrology. You can also feel free to contact me at my email ID in case of any consultations you require. Detailed personalized consultation. It may be regarding marriage, business, career, money and wealth part, full chart consultations, spiritual consultations. So do let me know. Also, you can follow me on Instagram as well. And I hope you have gained some insights in this video. You can mention below the comments if you need some improvement in this video in my teaching style. I will try my best to do some improvements. Maybe some communication failure is there. So do let me know. I will try my best to improve myself. Okay. So till then, please subscribe my channel below also. Here. Okay. Many people, they are not subscribing. Subscribing the channel is also very important actually, so that you cannot miss the update. Rest I will leave up to you. Okay. It doesn't matter whether you subscribe or not. My main aim is to give you some knowledge, so that I'm doing and I'm very happy with that. So till then, please take care of yourself and may God bless you. Hare Krishna.